Hi, welcome to chapter 3 of my user manual. In this video, I'm going to talk about the component of belongingness. Belongingness is the human emotional need to be an accepted member of a group, whether it is family, friends, co-workers, a religion, or something else. People tend to have an inherent desire to belong and be an important part of something greater than themselves. A sense of belonging is a human need, just like craving food and water. Therefore, a sense of belonging allows humans to feel that their need to be part of others have been met. A sense of belonging is important as it leads to happiness, health, contentment in life, mental health, and long stability in relationships over time. When we don't have belongingness, it can bring on some issues. It can bring on depression, anxiety, and suicide. These are common mental health conditions associated with a lack of belonging. These conditions can lead to social behaviors that interfere with a person's ability to connect with others, creating a cycle of events that further weaken a sense of belonging. Now, things that can make us feel like we belong are feeling heard, feeling accepted, feeling loved, being able to express our interest, integration with groups like, say, going to school or being part of support groups, even like, a homeowners association. That's you're belonging to something. And it brings on that connection with others. Now, Brene Brown, who is a vulnerability researcher and storyteller, has a really good quote about belongingness that I liked. She says that fitting in is the greatest barrier to belonging. And what she means about that is that sometimes we try too hard to fit into a group because we humans just have that urge to belong. That we will change ourselves. If you think about it, when we go on to social media and we see people who have, those perfect cars, the perfect family, the perfect house, all that stuff, that desire to belong can bring on anxiety. Like, I don't have these things. Do I belong to this, to this whole situation? And we need to be aware of that. How this plays in my own life would be that recently I gave up social media. Now, I don't know if I'm always going to be off social media, but I wanted to give myself a test to see if my urge to belong to, the whole, what's the word I'm looking for, the whole concept of everything and what I see on social media, it was making me nervous. It was making me anxious. It was making me depressed that I didn't have these things. And I had to look at belongingness and, what things are really giving me pleasure and what feelings aren't. And for me, the time that I'm getting back by giving up social media right now, I can be living in real time and I can be going to smart recovery groups, NAMI groups. I can be doing things like AA. I can be just going out and being part of a meetup group that's out walking in the forest, those kind of things. So you want to be sure when, belongingness doesn't take over you and you can't express who you are. And that's important. In my relationship, I've always wanted, after I got out of high school, I always wanted to be in a relationship. And Ken and I got together probably about a year and a half. And just being with him and just, it's amazing. I mean, it brings on a lot of peace. It brings on a lot of happiness for me. So that's belongingness and a little bit about why it's important in my life. Thanks.